It's the Bride's Best Friend magazine, and we have the pleasure today to speak with Linda Jeinkins. She is an event planner and designer, and welcome to
Thank
Bride's
you.
Best Friend.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. So, Linda, I've heard so many wonderful things about the weddings and events that you have been involved with. And one of the things that's coming across loud and clear is that you are truly inspired. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, I'm an artist. I think that's my first love is creating and designing, and it fits so well into doing events and weddings. I get to get married several times a year, recreate it with the brides, do the events and shows. It's just a natural high for me. I really enjoy it.
Oh, that's fantastic. So, what colors do you like to work with when you're designing a wedding? What are some of the colors that you gravitate towards?
Well, my personal favorites are really all the colors of nature, the shades of whites and ivory. I love the pale yellows and greens. They're very timeless, very classic, elegant, but they can also have a little bit of a contemporary feel. And really whatever the couple or the bride chooses. There's so many color palettes and new colors to choose from in fashion. It makes it fun.
That's great. Talk to me a little bit about venues. Are there some venues that are more that lend themselves more to creativity than others, or what sort of venues do you like working with?
I think the outdoor venues, anything from a private estate or vineyard, the old fields with a beautiful barn in the background, they just lend so much to nature, and the natural ambiance is gorgeous. And just recreating that or bringing in some colors of nature and different artifacts, it just lends to what's already naturally there, and those are the most fun for me.
Well, I couldn't agree with you more. I love the outdoor weddings myself.
Mm-hmm.
However, you always have to have plan B.
Yes, inclement weather sometimes does happen. Thankfully, it hasn't happened too often with my events. I've been lucky that way, or mostly my weddings. But sometimes you have to go indoors. And again, there are a lot of beautiful facilities. And back to the barn, I mean, weddings these days inside of a barn or a unique facility is something other than just your average hotel ballroom or country club.
Absolutely. It just gives it just a feeling of something special.
Yeah, something very different.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Well, one of the things that we love to talk about at the Bride's Best Friend is the hot new trends for weddings.
Right.
I imagine you've got some insight on that too.
Food has been a big thing for 2008, I think. Brides and grooms are getting more vocal with what they want, especially the grooms, and it's working out. The little comfort foods, I mean, the men also, they love the little hamburgers and hot dogs and the little shake shots and soup shots, but you know what? The people love them. There's something fun. Again, they're that comfort food. They're familiar. They do the little mini version of it. They're really, really popular. Very popular.
Yeah, that's great. Well, what you hear a lot about with wedding coordinating is there are people that have packages that are the full planning, designing and planning, and they're with the bride every step of the way and all of that. And then they also have packages that are just the day of. Tell me what your philosophy is on that, and where do you come from on that type of packaging?
Well, I offer everything from just the day of coordination on up to the full planning and coordination every step of the way and in between. I have packages, but really every wedding is different, so I'm able to modify them, whatever the couple needs. But my philosophy is, and just in experience, is a lot of the brides that had coordinated me or got me for coordination only on the day of really had kind of backpedaled and said, we need you more than we thought. And it's great to be organized, that's terrific, but really everybody has a life and they're busy with work and other things, and there's really a lot that a professional planner can bring to the table, which is where we're earning our money. We're saving you money, we're keeping you away from pitfalls of choosing maybe vendors that aren't right for you or priced more than they should be, not really delivering the service that you would be expecting. Everything from budgeting, worries, just there's so many detailed things to choose from along the way and decide on. A professional planner really helps you keep that all in line and helps you from making what could be costly and expensive mistakes, and then just organizing everything so you actually can be the bride that day and enjoy your day.
Yeah, that's a great point. And in the end, probably spending a lot less had you not had a coordinator.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's just from not knowing. They're not in the industry. Sometimes they are in the industry. In fact, a lot of my brides have actually been event planners themselves, but they too hired event planners. I hired one for my wedding because I understand that that day I wanted to be the bride.
Oh, well,
And when somebody else do other running around.
I just saw your wedding picture. 2007, you were married in Scotland.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Yep.
Do you want to talk about that for just a brief minute? I'd love to hear about your wedding.
It was amazing. Chose it because my family is from England. I've had the great pleasure of living there for some time over the years and doing some work in weddings. Hadn't done one in Scotland yet, but now I'm proficient, having planned my own. I just took Joe, my husband, there in 2005 for Christmas and New Year's. He'd never been there before. And when we were up in the Highlands, it was all frosty, snowy, and cold, and I said, you know, when we got married, I want to get married here. And he said, no objection. So we planned it for spring '07, and family that's here in the States flew over. I mean, I had family and friends already in the UK. They took the train up, and we had a week in the Highlands together. It was a really amazing experience.
Oh, how fantastic. Do you have a wedding or like a one special point in your career that really stands out more than anything?
You know, I've thought about that, and people have asked me that over the years, but there really have been so many, it's hard to really say one. I mean, I've had the great pleasure of working in large corporate events with entertainers, big name entertainers. I've worked for the U.S. government doing large HIPAA summits for them in Washington, D.C., done weddings all over California, which is where I was born and raised, the ones that I did in England. There are really so many, and they all have a special moment for me in my career and in memory. I can't really just single out one.
So you really are coming from a very deep level of experience. You bring a lot of experience to your business and to your brides.
Yeah, definitely a seasoned planner over the years, but going on about 15 years, and then almost 10 years of my own company. So running the gamut of everything from corporate events to weddings. So.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. Well, we really appreciate you sharing all of this with us.
Oh, thank you.
And it's been lovely being invited into your home. Your sense of style is very evident.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you.